find yourself split, started EG's turnaround, dealing with Aspas, dealing with Loud, and propelling themselves to the likes of Tokyo and then back here at Champs. But this composition has me reeling. But we start now with EDG on the attack, EG on the defense, and a little set piece in middle.
Slow start here, but EG look well equipped. Flash comes out, actually Boostio 2 shots landed. Yorgo will be the one to find the headshot to Kang. Reducing EG's numbers down to 4 very early on. And immediately EG pivot over towards Heaven to proactively clear the space outside ramp.
But it plays back in Jorg mode, and yeah, he gets dealt with swiftly. Now,
One's
you
on
gotta
an
look at Demon 1. He is so isolated. Can he buy time? Can he even create safety here? EDG are flooding towards the site. Cautious couple of steps here, and he remains unnoted. Checked on. Smoggy has him down. Perfect start, tilting this into a numbers favorable scenario for EDG. Plan soon to be had, and Howdong taking up Com's head. It's Boostio and it's Ethan left standing. Howdong, yes, down low, but still drawing all that attention. Boostio's fallen and Ethan's down. EDG start this off.
Recovering from conceding the first blood fantastically. Like I said, EG almost make the right decision, right? Proactively clearing just to make sure there's no lurk outside A, potentially Chichu or Howdong in that situation. Position to try and backfill that pressure on mid. Chichu just walks up, finds a kill on Heaven there, and D1 makes a decision here that he stays on site. And it's very peculiar. You can see Com frantically trying to tag people with a snake bite just on the fallout to maybe play him in that situation, but it's a tall order to stand there, go 1v4.
Had the option to back away, opted against it. Boostio, ahead of the util. Could be challenged. It is a singular player though, almost targeted here. Flash ready, but you can see them rescinding away, falling in towards sewer with a creep towards middle. Demon 1 spotted them, and it's not just him. Com trying to be played in off this. Do they keep that diligence? Not just yet. A right click and maybe a follow-up. He's trying it. He needs some help here, but smoked off. He's still standing. Finally dealt with. EDG getting the reins back in this round. The cavalry comes in, but it's too little, too late. Boostio would need some heroics here. No more shots left to play with. It's just the classic 3 stand. EDG do well in the second.
And Howdong does recover the Bulldog as well, so protecting as best they can through to the third. A confident start here. Another attempt here to proactively clear the lurk, potentially, like I said, Chichu or Howdong in that situation outside A. We'll see if that trend does continue. See how actually the purchase will lie here. Might just be a Sheriff and a Ghost in hand for Smoggy and Howdong.
It's going to be somewhat light here.
I was going to say, expecting a little bit of pace to try and convert this, Lauren.
Again, if you're EG, you're praying this is a clean round. May not be the case. Let's see, how much damage, how much danger can EDG create? No subtlety towards middle. Willing to challenge, and look at Ethan forced away early on here. Made to respect this. Down on 25.
The second push through from EG. Demon 1 and Com tasked with holding down B side. Only one snakebite left, but Demon 1's still pretty healthy in terms of utility.
Oh, and it's this late lane. Look at this rotation we're seeing. Howdong is just bait. He is keeping 4 players enamored with him. They all want this. And at this point, look who it's going to come down to, Boostio.
So the TP actually safe in spawn here, so he's got a nice little off angle, maybe not expected.
This is nice. The wall reveals, respects it. Dips away, does a little bit of chip, not too much particularly, and you're going to see EDG taking the site. They've got what they wanted. They're going to get a plant.
Problem being, can they find a kill though? I'll argue it's Kang in this position that poses the biggest risk, Lauren.
Boostio checked on, and they're getting close. They're getting a little audacious here, but held off with the spam, but time beginning to tick. Flash comes in, Chichu. Neron got caught by that, but keeps himself standing. They need to get moving here for EG, waiting out the util. Boostio forced away. Jorgamo trying to step on forward. First fight found, but the trade's there. Can only get one. Chichu on the swing. EDG, rip it up, EG. Just come alive, he's in his grave. EDG converting bonus.
And I was really concerned about EDG were going to convert this post plant into a kill. Some sort of pressure, because EDG are allowed to stack up behind this poison orb. There's little control towards Heaven on the side of EDG, but it just comes down to chip damage, some key damage done ahead onto Boosty, I believe. Jorgamo tries to satchel out, doesn't amount to anything. EDG able to slow this down and control the post plant.
I get scared when I see him getting fired up as well. All of that talk beforehand.
Especially early on.
Yeah, you get him rolling early. And I mean, so far it's mostly been the Chichu show. The guy has been, you know, pumping up those numbers, but confidence is key. You're going to see Sheriffs coming out, Stingers. Not without a little danger here, but we have to see if it's put to good use. And look at the patience from EDG. They are going to be sitting deep, hyper-passive hold.
EDG almost anticipating some sort of aggression here. Waiting for EDG to overstep the mark. Very slow default here. Spike not committed, still in sewers. Looks like the crunch onto mid. Yeah, could be devastating time for Boostio as he will fall. Not necessarily a big indicator as to EDG's plans towards the end of this. Still 60 seconds on the clock.
This could be, yeah, looks like the eventual goal will be that A site. 2 players, maybe the third. Slowly coming over. That's going to be Jorgamo, the last to bolster the numbers. But again, they are working with Sheriffs. Classic, it's still going to be quite tricky. And their clock has still got 40 seconds. They've got a little bit of time to play with.
Well, Common Jorgamo actually have Stingers here. Problem being, there's no snake bite to really, make them do much more damage as EDG just going to hop onto site. Common Ethan will fall. Jorgamo next in line. And it's just Demon 1 left. A Sheriff in hand. In the blink of an eye, Lauren, the site will fall.
It's so surgical. Full faith in the util. Hyper-aggressive. Very, very clean work. And now for Demon 1, formality, really, if anything. And EDG stamping their authority very early into this game. We are seeing looking like a very well-drilled side on here. The composure looks perfect. The reads have been good. Everything so far is a tick in the box for EDG.
Demon 1's going to give this up. Nobody hunting, but actually turns his back.
Timing on this. Oh, and the look back.
Yeah, he's rechecked.
Yeah, very nice.
Slowed down a little bit. Still trying to get away.
Oh, they're hunting him down. He can't get away. And Demon 1 not having the start he wanted here. Prime Gaming flawless coming through for EDG. As said, clinical in approach on that burst towards the A site.
And the concern being really, I mean, this is where we can start talking about the composition, right?
Yes.
Versus the double duelist, Boostio has to play so aggressive because it's not as if they can heavy anchor a site off utility or anything like that.
No.
This composition feels like it should be very proactive on the defense for EG. And it's very kill dependent, right? It's not, yes, you could argue the Viper and the Astra there, but with Demon 1 being the one to slot onto the Astra, there is a bit of a question mark there.
It certainly is. See how Demon 1 fares this time around. An adjustment, it looks quite clear-cut with 3 players posturing towards the B site.
Could be, now that the operator in hand for Boostio. Maybe we'll set things in motion for him. Can play a little more aggressively.
Also just noting the ults here. Chichu one off, obviously Kankang just got his as well. And you have the knives in the back pocket for Smoggy. Nobody's still far away, and as is Howdong, but still, they have a lot to work with here. And it looks like the set piece, the barrel's shown. Demon 1 given an opportunity, he's not made the most. Oh, he denies it on the first. Eventually traded out with that rocket coming through, but Chichu's lurk could be massive. Smoggy on the entry, he's taking down Combat. Look at the site. They're still not quite.
They're half in, half out.
Oh, God, and Chichu's timing. He could have done so much more damage. EG are fortunate to even have Ethan standing in this. EDG have got a wrap on this site perfectly.
Boostio. Hop in hand. We'll actually trade out here.
Oh, the timing on this!
Oh.
A second lease at life, and can he make anything of it? Nobody that wants to be checking. He's got the timing down pat. Ethan might just keep this up. It might be time to dip out from this. EDG are approaching this perfectly, Mike. I can't fault them so far.
Might even be time for an early timeout
I think it might be. I mean, very un-EG though. We know they have early game plans. We know normally it's the first 6 they're happy with. Is there going to be an adjustment here? Because I think they need it.
I tend to agree. Like I said, the operator coming in hand for Boostio should really be the turning point for EG to find their way back into some of these rounds. Doesn't come through here. Not seeing that same comfort from Demon 1 on the Astra that we do with the Brimstone on Fracture, for example.
Yes.
Even here, pulling the trigger very early on with the barrel shows. Still finds the punish on the showstopper, but it's traded out. And I think traditionally the plan being comms here on Rafters to be that second layer to slow down any sort of pop towards B site. But we're not seeing success around that just yet.
We're not, and everyone's starting to warm up for EDG. You can see the smiles creeping on the faces. We'll judge him play for Jorgamo. And a potential victim.
Out of my way.
They try and burst. No, Jorgamo slowed down enough here. And a fast-paced mid-piece. Smoggy wants to divide and conquer. 3 on the other side. Operator is there, and it's in the hands of Demon 1. No real escape for him. So this is a battle and a half here. Smoggy toying with his life, really, on this corner. A 3-play stack. Attention drawn towards B main. Do they even turn? Do they avert their eyes? So tentative. The swing. He's noted him. He's taken down. And oh, Kang on the follow-up. Operator is gone. Smoggy catching Boostio too. Best made plans in tatters. Yeah, Ethan can catch one, sure, but he's going to need a whole lot more. And look at this. Chi-Chu has this round of wraps. Oh, Kang, zero respect coming through.
Spike planted.
Ethan returning the favor as well. We'll get this operator back in hand, 48 HP, but a 1v3, no chance of the retake coming through in EDG. They smell blood in the water.
Oh, they're circling. You can see him close in on in. Chi-Chu there, nobody as well. And Howdong just waiting out in middle. They're happy to commit Chi-Chu to this. Does Ethan get to survive? A prized possession to keep. Chi-Chu's closing in, round the corner, by Ethan, by Operator. Now, hello, another for EDG. This is sophisticated dominance. And just to make sure, a shot to the body, and there it is. The timeout has come in.
And the reads have been so good from EDG so far.
Gorgeous.
Anticipating the aggression in a previous round. Here, the amount of time Smoggy's just waiting for somebody from EG to re-peak onto mid after that initial wave of pressure. Again, it's only really Com to commit to that early clearance, and rounds unanswered so far. EDG with a stranglehold on this first half of split. Another round that looks like they're equipped to deal with some sort of aggression. Spike not committed just yet.
And Flash didn't catch. Didn't quite crest the corner far enough to note Chi-Chu.
I was going to say, but it gets Boostio on a very deep angle. Now, we haven't seen success from the operator. Do we see anything from the tour de force?
Yeah, but look at the other side too. You think it might be just Chi-Chu? It's not. It's Kang there too. Waiting for this. It's a patient game between the two of these. Who blinks first, really? EDG are happy to take their time. We've seen those beautifully crafted hits. They've been doing incredibly well. They're trying to maybe pose that thought that there is pressure in middle, but it is only one. That slow creep back towards A. The Seekers are highly indicative of this A piece. Boostio still here. Kang on the other side, and Kang's got him! What a peach of a shot! Boostio embarrassed on that one.
I mean, the fundamentals just look so good from EDG so far. The jump peak, the bait out as well to pull the first shot. Kang finds it. Boostio will fall. EDG once again looking to explode behind that. Jorgamo with a showstopper on the other side of the map.
Still, look at this pressure. EDG just with a stranglehold on EG. There's no safety. There's nowhere to run and hide. EG are getting bullied in these rounds. Demon 1 on the B site, million miles away. He's going to keep that gun, hopefully. EDG are playing to another level right now.
Unfortunately, EG just haven't shown up in any of these rounds. Yes, they're being ripped apart by some of these setups, but we haven't really seen whether or not it is a commitment towards a late rotation, re-clearing mid after they get contact on one of the sites, but there's so many casualties falling ahead of the spike being planted here that EG don't even really have the recovery factor in these rounds.
No,
as if they have something to claw onto to get themselves back in.
I want to see what that gear shift would be. I mean, they had the timeout. I didn't see a huge switch up. Maybe I missed it. But again, I want to see if there's a gear shift in them here. What do they have? Because EDG are tearing this game away from them, and they don't look particularly phased yet. I don't think we've seen a fully competitive round, if I'm completely honest. As you noted, those early attempts coming out.
This is just so...
damn.
Look how well constructed that is. And you can't even fault Boostio in that situation.
Not really. I mean, the whole team is tailor-made. Look at these!
This is without the Trailblazer, without the Boombot. It's, like I said, fundamentally, so far, EDG are just a cut above. And yeah, Potter can barely believe it.
What are you meant to do with that? What are you meant to do? pound for pound, he's being played in. His teammates are perfectly setting them up for these successful rounds. In another attempt here, Boostio. This time, not going to get cleared by the dog. But a familiar foe on the other side. Ethan trying to play him in potentially. Dealt with very quickly, did not get the full information. Boombot going to make things uncomfortable now.
Forced out TP.
How many
So
times?
back towards safety. Again, they've almost noted now that actually there was a setup towards mid. Don't necessarily catch the timing in terms of the window towards B, but problem being, Demon One's found one.
And he's going to keep his life. Yes. Doesn't get traded. And now Boostio's here. Demon One. Nasty on the pill.
Oh.
Boostio with a double. Much better. Demon One is there. Lovely synergy. Finally, they slip back into a nice little crossfire. Make them work for their dinner. And Chichu is claimed first for EG.
I said EDG have an opportunity here to do what they've done previously. Feel out the stack, feel out a little bit of pressure. Or EG at least trying to dig their heels in somewhere and look to explode on the back of that. This time around, missed that window of opportunity on B. A beautiful collapse from Boostio. That's Smoggy's hand that gets tagged on the first there. Feels bad for him.
There we go, they're breaking. Well, they've broken a little of that momentum, but they have to double down on this, right? It can't be a one-time thing. EDG have been playing near on perfect Valorant to this point. Can they note where Boostio is again? He's going to certainly note there is presence. Cross made. Divide going up too. So it's on Boostio.
That's pulled the rotation.
Everyone.
Look at the minimap here.
Oh my god. I thought Boostio was going then as well. And that's going to really confirm it. Add that real dedication to this. But Boostio's not convinced. And look on the other side. The man of the hour, the man of the moment, waiting. That wall drops. Suddenly there's danger. Boostio feels it. But can he control it? Ah, Jorgamo though, finding middle. That's huge. They've dealt a deadly blow, but so's Kangan. A site's open. He gets there in time and he wants to control more. Oh my god, Ethan denies. Okay, they get a step back on the site. The spike's still here. Nobody's working on the B site. Do they rotate?
They think this is a double pump. Ethan's actually headed back towards A. Haldong tucked into ramp with the spike. I mean, can they even regroup it? Nobody has a lot of ground to cover. Still a little bit of time to work with.
25. Ethan starting to drift back towards heaven. I think you're going to hear these audio cues now. 15 seconds. One flash works, the other going to draw the fire. 13 seconds now, they've got to make that spike work. Nobody, no way! He's got another, and now it's Haldong against Ethan. One of the best chances so far that EG have had, and it might just slip down to the 1v1. One flash for Ethan, and Haldong gives himself a second. The draw! Haldong! Ethan crumbles under the pressure as EDG rack up another.
Lauren, they're running rings around them here. EG just have no idea what's going on in this round. Again, the Cosmic Divide goes up. The flash behind it confirms Jorgamo. Two massive kills in mid here. Such an awkward engagement at the end there.
You just don't see that sort of fumble from Ethan either normally. He is your rock. You know what
Okay.
He's giving it, and why not?
Okay.
I mean, you do have EG on the ropes here. As said, Ethan is normally so solid. I'm just so thoroughly impressed by EDG. We've seen kind of, you know, the individual heroics from that side, absolutely. But right now we are seeing probably one of the best drilled sides here. The way they are approaching this game is honestly gorgeous.
And it's not just brute force. It's showing some of the structure, some of the reads that they have. It's been beautiful to watch, Lauren.
How many times have they found Boostio? How many times have they dismantled these little setups? And again, forced away. There are layers to this. The pressure's starting to mount towards middle.
Look at the bodies here.
Gang's away. He's going to drift off this, maybe feeling out that pressure. Yeah, they definitely read this stack.
Chichu's still expecting maybe some proactivity outside A.
Here.
EG just a little shallow on the clearance. I don't think they got confirmation, but it's given the information across to EDG to once again make a decision. EG are scrambling to rotate towards A.
Okay, right place.
Again, the weaponry is the big concern next.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Paint shot goes in, and it's Ethan with the classic to take down Kang and Boostio on the follow-up. Hold on. What happened during this timeout? Suddenly they're digging in a little deeper, but there's still room, there's still time, 40 seconds. Flash will note there is someone towards ramp, but where are they going?
Boostio's about to re-challenge here. I mean, nobody's got the spike. They slip away. Demon One unnoted as of yet. Haldong desperately looking to fish him out though.
He's going to be getting the call now. And oh,
Demon One's not spotted it.
This position, is it more than one? For maybe Demon One, it is all three! The triple for Demon One! Holds down the B site, keeps a little hope alive for EG.
That's what you want to see from your late round anchor, especially on a thrifty round. Beautiful stuff from him. And such a crucial snake bite to set this in motion for Ethan to find the first with a classic. Boostio able to capitalize from that. And Demon One barely breaking a sweat to close that out with a three-piece for the MasterCard Thrifty.
Got to do it again though. This was still on, you know, on a knife's edge here. EDG going back in now, still on the bite, still with enough in the pocket. And an early feint towards middle. Not much commitment behind it yet. Maybe on the secondary attempt they'll commit.
Kangkang's trying to apply a little pressure towards Heaven here, but usually haven't necessarily bitten on it.
I'm in panic stations. They have Heaven control. They're going to have a little pressure through on ramp. This is a lot to handle for Jorgamo, Ethan, and Boostio. Chichu starting to test things. Demon One's dealt with Kang again. That backline threat has been removed, so eyes turn towards the A site. This time they're holding on stronger. This time EG are trying to handle EDG as Chichu, the last one standing. Spike not in hand, and Ethan, he's got to be clean now. Does he have that control back in place? Chichu on 62 HP. That's another attempt. Not today. Ethan stabilizing, as have EG.
That one round sets EG into recovery mode and a chance here to close out by some divine miracle an 8-4 half.
It doesn't even feel like that was
just
potential.
Absolute madness.
That secondary timeout really correcting what was going wrong, but here again, lovely work from Demon One to be that stability on the other side of the map.
And a tiny synergy here as well. The satchel out from Jorgamo.
Double up. I think I'm seeing a double up.
Yeah.
Demon One and Boostio both running this now. And Smoggy's got a huge chance of overwhelming towards the A side. It's only Ethan here, and we said he's stabilized, but this is a tall task if they continue on this pathway. Does have his Seekers if he feels a little uncertain. Boostio's coming over. They've lost a lot of ground here, Mike.
They have. Trap spotted as well. I don't think anybody from EDG can really go forward and deal with that, but EG have preemptively rotated across, but difference being Spike semi-committed here at least.
Yeah.
Nobody can't really fall or have it noted. You see Kangkang and Haldong elsewhere on the map.
Oh, that time Boostio starting to connect now. Kang reveals maybe the other part of the plan here, potentially trying to punish someone going for information in middle, but he doesn't get what he wants. The Seeker's going to be telling the picture, painted in front of their eyes.
This looks like the first round where actually EDG have a total misread on the situation. You can try and scramble to hit towards B,
Demon One's
potentially.
still here. He's not been moved off this, so B main is safe. It's Heaven that's the problem.
An operator not noted yet either.
Big info, that's 2, 3 players seen. Boostio wants to go back in, but is Con waiting. Catches them as they drop down towards Hell, but Chichu still doing damage. Oh, and Haldong finally appears. 2v2, Jorgamo on pillar, looks to the right, looks to the left. He's surrounded, he needs help, and right now he's dead. 14 seconds, and Ethan couldn't get there in time. So close, they have no idea. Ethan, he paused for thought, and it was the right choice. And the 1v1, the plant's going in. He's got 2 flashes. Chichu,
he missed the plant!
Ethan's gonna live, and he does! Chichu fumbles in the last second!
He came off the plant!
Was he trying to outplay Ethan, test his metal again, or simply a mistake?
Oh my word. He had the pit as well.
That could have been GG. I mean, was he trying to catch Ethan on the push-up, or did he fumble it? I want to watch this. What?
Wait.
Huh?
Well, I mean, he didn't react on the player cam either, but...
That... Okay, we've got some questions here. Ethan will take it. He's like, yeah, sure, give us the fourth, but that's left us with a couple more questions going forward. But the answers we want to hear from for now will be coming from Kang. If left in them, there was a chance. They've given themselves a window of opportunity.
And coming into the second half now, EG, in terms of the initial game plan, has to be executed perfectly because they have no timeouts here. There's no chance for a pause for thought to catch their breath. EG with a massive pace change here, Lauren.
Oh, but look at the stack.
Whoa!
Oh, it's been dismantled. Only one goes down. The boom bomb follows up. Kang's gone. The stack is dealt with, but Smoggy is not. He's still running rampant in middle and leaving the player advantage with EDG. And they pause. They've taken a second here. They want to try and figure out, maybe let the dust settle for a second. Ethan still has the spike. Com has a good position, and he might have just heard that drop down in the vents. Plant going to be coming through, but for Com, he has to be good for one and survive, and he's done exactly that.
Open plant as well, so EG can send another player back towards ramp. It looks like it might be Com's initial plan here. This is tricky.
The timing.
Yeah, Smoggy's got to stay here.
I think Smoggy's onto it a little bit here. Flash is there for Ethan. Lovely from Com. And it's all on Chichu, who has been monstrous in that first half. 13 kills. But this is a lot to do. Trying to draw out the players, but one bullet ain't much. And they ain't playing into this. Com is playing patient. Valorant sitting pretty. No easy kill to be had. Ethan, ringer Rosie, toying with him and puts him out of his misery. EG claimed the first in the second.
Played to perfection by Com. Like I said, dropping off from rafters there, re-wrapping towards ramp. And Smoggy, like I said, has the right read to stay up here, noting that it is potentially an open plant or a plant towards heaven. Unfortunately, a crucial kill goes in the way of Com. At that point, I mean, it's unrecoverable for Chichu. There's just no scenario where Com's ever going to lose this from heaven. So, ticking the box for EG to kick off the second half. Pistol round on the board. Kung.
What? What's he got there?
He's got a bucky. He's on that YZ hype train, I guess.
Oh, Lord, he's not.
Oh, it's a beautiful skin as well.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's playing in the bucky.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I think EG think there's something weird in middle.
Yes.
I don't like it. There's something off. I think we'll go away. Just slowly creeping over. And probably rightly so. Kang away in there is a terrifying aspect to consider. And I mean, look at B main. Look what would have happened if they'd gone there. A horrific little setup waiting. But right choice made here for EG so far. Haven't quite sped up enough to truly take towards the site. There are going to be players on towards ramp trying to catch that back line. And timing's going to be everything. I think they've seen it, and they have. Com deals with it well. You can see Chichu trying to maybe have a secondary go at this. Not going to happen. Bulldog's there. Very hard to break even with just that ghost. It was mostly on if they maybe fell into the trap that EDG were trying to set with that Bucky. Paint shell is there for Kang, so he can be a nuisance. This is going to take a lot to break. There's the paint shell. Oh, does not go where he wanted.
There was a paint shell.
Yep. A little bit of redecorating over by Ram. Nice shot from Smoggy, but look at the HP. Down to 4. Not going to get much more out of this one. And Boostio taking the space is held on the hunt. Inevitable. EG pivot very well there, Mike. They managed to navigate away from the storm.
I mean, not just there, but I come back to the same thing. That one thrifty round. And somehow, with EG kicking off the second half, as you would hope, they're only 2 rounds away.
Oh, here's the test, isn't it, right? This is the big one to start with. This is
this is the equalize, basically. And it's looking pretty healthy.
Yeah. Boostio's got Vandal out. We've got, Com still on the Bulldog as well. Could have a chance at this, but for EDG, this is the one you want to take away, right? This is the big one that you want to do the damage on to try and course correct, push that scoreline further out of the potential of EG's hands. And Smoggy's been nasty in middle, and again, this crunch is set up here. Do EG continue in this line of thought? Or do they avert again? They've been testing these waters. They haven't fallen for it particularly yet. Jorgamo's in a little bit of trouble here.
He's tanking
Yep.
that.
And he gets... Oh, wait, they're backfilling this space. Look at the timing on this. Has Kankan read this? He's sticking around a little later. There's a chance he's thinking about it.
Aware of the possibility.
Yeah, just for a second. But we've seen the intonation, the approach from EG has been leaning towards A after that middle pressure, but this is a new layer, this is a new adjustment. Kankan is on a platter. He looks so vulnerable! And EG strike! They've isolated and dominated, but nobody ahead. Plays ahead of the flash and catches both! Big trade from Jorgamo. Spike back in hand, and Boostio is on bodyguard duty. He has to keep CT safe for the cross, and he has. Spikes on the site.
Chance here. EDG to maybe get some pressure in, but everyone's coming from screens. Jorgamo tagged up, Boostio trying to hold the line here in elbow.
Here we go, EDG first steps. Forced to show a little more. Boostio going to be falling back further as Demon 1 waiting. Striking, takes down Chichu. This could be huge. Oh, Mouse will jump for Demon 1. It doesn't matter. He's back on track. And EG back to shooting bodies.
And now just one round away. Started with 6 unanswered for EDG. EG come back and find 6 of their own across the half break as well. Sheriffs for EDG here. No ultimates available, one off the Blade Storm, but the pendulum swings now and EG are the ones in control. And a chance to equalize here.
There.
We know that EG have to kind of retain this form. They don't have timeouts. They can't depend on Potter's input.
Like I said, the game plan has to be executed perfectly this half.
Yeah,
If there's any curveballs, any adaptation that EDG come in that really puts pressure back on EG, you've got to be concerned about that situation. I mean, a lot of it then rides on Boostio.
Yeah, it does. EDG, you feeling a little interested in middle this time, but Ethan, right place for it. Oh, the timing.
Back-to-back rounds where there's just been half a second. He's coming back through.
Oh, the brawl, and Smoggy connects it so nicely. Ethan's gone, that's a rifle in hand. Kankang's got it as well. Oh, and Smoggy's bursting off the back. Wait, EDG turning up in this round. Boostio battered, and Jorgamo, last one alive, like, hey, if we don't have a buy, we're gonna take yours instead. Jorgamo, show me some magic. 40 seconds, 4 to find, challenger. Take it down. Okay.
Chill down.
Yeah, lead EG. Oh, it's Chichu. The backbone of this side. Holding strong here, turning the tables. EG lost grip for a second, and look what happens.
I mean, if that MasterCard Thrifty has the same impact as the one in the first half did, that's a concern. Again, just half a second either way. The previous round, the snake bite ticking away on Jorgamo just as EDG drift away. Ethan turns his back for just a second.
That's going to be heartbreak. Yep. Yeah, there's some polarizing emotions. Yep. You know, you've done him dirty with that. I said, Ethan, if he stuck there for 10 more seconds, different round altogether. Maybe Smoggy still hit the shot, but we don't know that. But look at what we do know. Jorgamo's walked middle. No challenge for Smoggy. He's thinking about it, yeah. He's felt something. He's heard maybe a step. He's considered it off the U-tilt. But they're just going to prop up Jorgamo for now. And look at the rest of the map here. Trying to be played in. Not sure if Smoggy got noted falling back this far, but they do know that heaven's clear.
So EG might try and regroup outside A here, but as I say that, actually, despite crossed his paths, Seeker's invested. It's not necessarily a big indicator, but will make EDG maybe believe there's 2, potentially 3 people outside A.
But
as
prepared.
EG, are drifting towards B, but problem being Smoggy on a deep position.
This is everything on Smoggy. All this
Gonna
man's back.
dash.
Yeah, did he get spotted here? Com seems unaware, but he somehow gets his gun out in time. The layers crumble, and EG get the open floodgates towards B. They got drawn into it here and baited into it, and they still win out the fight. This should be 8. Chichu, Kankang, nobody, a lot to work against, a lot of ground to cover, and a lot to clear. Do they even go for it?
No.
Nah, yeah.
No.
Pulling the plug on that.
Purchase is semi-protected as well. We held on to Smoggy's finances, but just, I guess a slight miscalculation here with the setup. Smoggy, no dash. He's the one on the deeper angle. You almost want Howdom to be the one baiting a little bit of contact for him.
Yeah.
to play Smoggy in, but I don't even think Haldong I don't even think Haldong's jump peeking this. He's certainly not shouldering the angle. Tiny mistake in the setup. And Com, very diligent on the clearance initially.
And I don't know if that was because of how much was cleared by Ethan's dog towards heaven, that there was nothing noted there, that the pressure from the Seekers coming in, was it not necessarily expected but considered? It felt like it was. So really nice information placing together. And again, the question is, do EDG pump the brakes? Yep, they absolutely do. So timeout trend, look at that run arounds. This is another defining one here. No ults to depend upon for EDG. On the other side, yes, Com has his, but two used very recently, Jorgamo and Demon Ones.
Actually protecting a purchase behind this as well with the judge coming through. Actually passed across to Smoggy. EDG will have back-to-back purchases here. So maybe why they're playing this a little more passively. Yeah, Smoggy going to tuck himself in with the judge.
But I like that because we saw Jorgamo exploit this in just that round prior. Yes, highlighted by the Seekers, but he got given this amount of freedom. So a good read and potentially a death sentence if he drops down. Will he clear it with a boombot? Will he still be diligent enough to do it? Does he want to stay unnoted? Yeah, hello again. Are they closing in on Jorgamo? That's death. That's
Don't
death.
do it.
Trying to bait out the drop near on, but no one answering it yet. No one pulling the trigger. And they're just trying to work out this puzzle.
Jorgamo is on an island. Nobody just... a little overzealous.
There's still Smoggy. Oh, he's toying with him.
He's actually cleared under the first rope with the satchel.
That's actually so sick. Haldong next on the chopping block, and Jorgamo is clean with it. Did he spot the player on the site? No, he didn't, so Chichu gets a second lease of life. A chance to follow up towards Com, a little isolated.
Oh my God!
It's stunning from Chichu. This is his site. He's making it work, and he's got support. Demon 1 in a 1v2, 13 seconds. What can this man do? We know he is nasty with it, but so is Gang. It's 10. It's double digits found. EDG back in control.
Chichu with an insane 3K to hold the fort, bailing EDG out. Because again, it's going to be if Chichu falls here at the first herbal, maybe even getting traded out after Jorgamo, EDG can just swarm site. It's another situation where...
What the?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice having a little tricast with Potter.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's good chorus.
She's killing it. Who'd have thought it? 8 to 10 though.
She can take the fine.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Here we go. Pacey. And this time Jorgamo shot! It's Smoggy! He's still going! Kang's there! They are destroying him! EG trying to come out, looking confident. Left in a massacre in middle. With Demon 1 and Ethan a mile away, they're still over by B main. They still have so much work to do, and Chichu has 100% spotted them.
He has to slow things down once again here. Oh, what?
Okay.
It's Demon 1 to find it.
A minute. Kang on the site with an operator. One flash and a missed shot. An opportunity. Seekers coming through. Is this really going to happen? Eventuality feels that nobody will get here, but he is not there yet. The Seekers should show enough.
Problem being, look at Demon 1. He's actually staying late. Ethan's solo pushing side.
Get out of it, get out of it. Are you serious, Ethan? This is so dangerous. And the timing on this, look at where Demon 1 is pathing to. Look at the timing on this. Ethan is just a distraction. If he gets the spike down, that's perfect. But it's so much pressure. Demon 1 from the depths of hell takes out Smoggy. And now the 2v2. But again, remember, nobody... Ethan, are you seriously considering this? Absolutely turns around at the right time. Haldong's trying to clear through. They're trying to slip away. They've got 70 seconds.
There's no time.
They have to commit. They have
this.
to commit. Where do they clear? Is it CT? Is it B main? 10 seconds now, make your mind up. Plant going to come in. Demon 1 has to keep him safe here. And for EDG, they're trying to build back through. Haldong first fight. He's got it. It's all on Demon 1. And he's getting aggressive. Demon 1 fully unleashed. Bulldozes in. Takes out Haldong. Claims a little bit of safety in CT. But he's got nobody on the other side. No flash there just yet. But this would be insane. Demon 1 alive and well. Back to business. Turning a 2v5.
That is one of the wildest Red Bull clutches I think we've seen so far.
The way they move around the map, Mike, they were
Call it
so
a clutch,
well.
but between him and Ethan, the timings, it's another example, just a half second here and there.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker too for EDG.
Demon One slips the net to backstab Heaven.
At that point as well.
It's just unbelievable.
Okay, we got ults though, EDG. Wait, where's Kankang just been to get this damage? Was that just a bit of spam catching maybe? Down to 53, very early on. Now, I guess the redeeming factor of this is, yes, he can get healed up, and he did have the operator, so he will be back to 100.
He hasn't taken a shot, so he wasn't necessarily noted in terms of
Yes.
the op, so
Yeah.
maybe it was just spam as soon as the barrier dropped.
It feels like EG, unless they navigate through Heaven or something of the such, you're going to look to end A here. With the Viper's pick committed to B main this early, there are players behind this though. They're not just leaving it down to one. It's certainly not just Chi-Chu's show over towards B. Houndong in a lovely complementary position with Smoggy as well, who does have the knives out, and EG are on red alert here.
Have no access through garage. Demon One still tucked outside the pit right now. So I knew he was going to hang around, but it might just be a death ball through mid by the looks of things. Is Com coming across to maybe counter pit?
Let's see.
He absolutely
30
is.
seconds left.
There we go.
It doesn't spread as far though. Still
doesn't.
gives Chi-Chu a little pocket to play inside.
They've got to be noting that. They've got to be aware of that. But the burst towards Heaven is being slowed down again. Look at this stall coming out here, but can Houndong deal with them? He absolutely can on the front line, but the second, not enough. Smoggy, explosive, takes down one, can't get the second. 10 seconds now. There is still Chi-Chu on the site. There is still that pocket to play in, and there is still a player towards Heaven. Comms cleared it, and now you can see EG trying to come alive, but the timing on this, the plant just about comes in.
Got paint shell to work with here.
It's Kankan, come on. Oh, what are you doing? Ethan, how dare you disrespect this man? You don't get to have that sort of peak. And now can he find Com? Kankan, given the name of the beast from the east for a reason, but not today. Put back in his cage at 10 to 10, tied up.
These rounds are just unbelievable.
They could go anywhere. Oh, a second timeout. They pumped the brakes.
And we've seen a couple of instances with, I don't want to call it overheating, but
Sure.
a few oversteps from EDG. Feeling as if they have the read on the pacing and looking to try and disrupt that maybe, but it's resulting in EG punishing them. I mean, the play here from Com, the counter pit is huge.
Let's go!
Because it actually removes Chi-Chu's late round position to anchor from as well. Like in the situation.
But I'm pretty sure this could be the first time they're actually in the lead in all of those rounds. Been working from those back
Don't
runs
show
still.
me another thrifty. I can't
There's
take
a
another one.
Bucky, there's a stinger, there's bits and pieces, enough here to cause a threat. Now, this is going to be a patient round to begin with. EG need to check the entire list. Cross the T's, dot the I's, go through it all. Chi-Chu wants to try and be a little bit different. Maybe try and switch things up here. But Demon One seems very aware of the chance. There's 3 players behind him.
Yeah. Stacking bodies up here, EG. Looking to mitigate the risk as best they can.
There we go, Chi-Chu. Lovely. Ahead of the flash there, Boostio going to be punished, not going to get the follow-up. And Houndong couldn't quite chorus it, so he has to fall away. Stall comes in, Seeker's getting slowed down, finally allowed to kind of highlight how many were on this B site. Catching one towards middle. That'd be Smoggy forced off here. It was just a classic, but again, he does still have that Bucky if they dare draw in. I'm a little nervous about this.
I'm very concerned
Yep.
if EG don't make a move in the next 15 seconds. With the Cosmic Divide going
Okay.
up, makes me believe they will.
Yeah, let's see. Dog to go forward. Hello, there's a flying player, and we know who's waiting. Kankang tries to do something a little unorthodox, to say the least, but the site is still not cleared. Houndong is here, 24 seconds. It's getting a little dicey. There's players on the other side, and the Bucky is in one's hands. Oh, taking off the spike plant. This is where it gets dangerous. Can Smoggy be the threat? No, he cannot. EG finally getting themselves in the lead.
And I'm concerned actually of where the finances lie behind this EDG purchase. This is potentially EG hitting map point. I say that the purchase it won't be a full purchase, but I'm concerned about maybe the gaps in utility because we're not close to some key ultimates here. We do have Haldong on the Cosmic Divide.
Double up.
Double up. Okay.
Oh, this is costly. What? You've got a tour de force to play against too. It's Kang.
Maybe this is their answer to the tour de force, is to try and get 2 scopes of their own. You're right, it's a roll of the dice, Lauren.
Again, EG's protocol list has to be robust here. Boostio is going to take mid control, but we know that on the other side, Kang's waiting. Deeper angle. Not that shaky aim that makes you question yourself, but holds well. You can see the lean, but the timing on this, now it's only Com they noted, so not truly going to be telling too much. You could see almost that rotation coming out there from Haldong, but second guesses it. And this 3-2 split looks now like it will be committing. Now that should be a second player, as Com, now you've just seen a Sky Flash. You've just heard the satchels as well. This is 3 players building towards the A site, and you can see the EDG pushing up a little deeper towards the ramp.
Surely not.
Boostio, he didn't pull the trigger, he doesn't quite know. Somehow evades that. And it looks like it's this A finish coming through.
Nobody's in a very, very risky spot here. Potentially looking to play inside the smoke.
Nobody, he's pushed ahead. What is this position? 17 seconds, they've got to make a go of it, and nobody's got one. Chichu's position is devastating, catching so many, but now they have the sight, but it's fallen onto the likes of Ethan. We're looking towards what's going to be standing. What a read from Ethan! Dominates towards heaven, and Com sending him down to hell. And Smoggy, the last alive here. Operator, yes, in play, but what's he meant to do with it? And look at Com. Look at Com's positioning. There's no way, there is no way he expects it. EG making it up to 12, taking themselves towards map point.
How is Ethan living there?
How's he
getting a kill?
How's he getting the kill?
The pain shell ever so slightly off from Kang to potentially punish the plant behind that as well.
10 seconds left.
I mean, after what initially, look, what is that?
1 enemy remaining.
And this is after Ethan had a shaky first half. We saw him, those nerves were there, and it was so uncharacteristic of the rock of EG, basically. But now, what a different look. And this could be so defining.
And the byproduct of those double operators, a Bulldog and a Judge here in round 23 with EG on map point. No proactivity once again from EDG. They have to rely on EG walking into them. Chichu actually, yeah, no snake bites. She's very concerning in terms of maybe slowing down one of these mid pushes, Lauren. As I said, is he looking to probe across the map here? Trailblazer does actually spot inside Mail. I'm not sure if he spotted 2, but definitely tagging 1, yeah. Smoggy's rifle no shield, I didn't even see that.
It's not a pretty purchase.
Nobody's going to have to go huge once again here.
He's so close. This could work. Maybe it is a Judge. That is the spike. They're in a smoke, and the constriction around the side. Kang gets caught. Nobody still holds the line. He will not let them pass. They can't make it forward. Demon One trying to make it through, but nobody denies him again. Com now in a 1v4, and his HP is disastrous. EDG somehow digging deep enough to get us up to nearly OT.
Oh my God. Just when you think it can't get any worse in some of these rounds. Nobody just absolutely farming outside this smoke.
Almost. Oh my God, look at the buy.
Yeah.
It's buy.
Yeah.
It's a stinger,
I don't want to.
It looks like pace is the answer. But Chocobo going to be made vulnerable. He's got to be so careful.
He's so
now.
spammable.
46. Oh, he's gone down. Nobody. Perfect punish. They'll slip through in middle, but when do they consider it? How much room do they get with this Boostio? Trying to make the best of a bad situation. But they've already fallen away from heaven. EDG know better than that. And Demon 1 could be walking to his death if he goes to the mailroom. Look who's there. Look what he's got. You don't want to go this way. This is Kankangs all day of the week. They're down to 3. Boostio's still with that stinger. It's so far from ideal. No safety either. No good start. No great position to lean on. And Smoggy getting curious. Might swing that pillar. Boostio, the timing.
Hang on.
Boostio, can you do it? He's taken down 1. Ethan got nobody. It's game back on in a 2v3, but they still need more. 50 seconds. Support's on the way. You can already see him flying over. Boostio got Smoggy, but it's all on Boostio. He's fallen. 12 to 12. It's OT, and this game damn well deserves it.
Switching sides. Overtime.
I feel like we've been going a week already.
I don't want to leave. But
This is such an outrageous map.
One enemy remaining.
And even there's a scenario where EG potentially flipped that round. We saw a 2v5 earlier, this one
yeah.
a 3v5. But EDG convert round 24, send us into our first overtime, Lauren.
Oh, this is going to be one of those games
And
to
it's
be
fitting.
remembered. It truly is. Both teams showing such resilience to get here. And Rigi, okay, I thought they might have been doing something a little curious towards middle, but they've just played it out as per. Boostio there with the operator deciding to invest in towards it. And patience. Name of the game for EDG, slowly creeping closer.
Flash to force Boostio away, but operator not necessarily noted just yet. No confirmation on the back of that. Kunkung desperate to pin down Jorgamo. No harm, no foul.
EDG have won the fight for middle at least. They've given themselves an avenue, right? They've carved a path through this map. They are leaning towards the side that has 3 players on it. The Spike is yet to be convinced into this.
Well, Con would have heard that. I was curious if it baits Jorgamo back into a peak on Heaven, but he's staying on rafters right now.
They're looking like they might play that. I'm still watching that Spike.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, how long now heading towards sewers? You can tell now that all this utility is actually
It's a fake.
planting the seed of doubt in EG's mind.
Boostio.
They're in such
Boostio.
committed positions as well, Lauren.
How long does he stay here? Oh, he's seen one.
He's legged him.
He caught him. How long? Down to 30. But now they know the plan. Now they see what's up. And look at the flying in. Boostio! He fights one. Kankan, fabulous trade. And the sight for Cobb on the back lines. How's he gone here? 15 seconds and a 3v3. They've got the time on their side for EDG. But now the positions closing on in. Jorgamo's getting there. Chichu, the timing on this. Creeping a little deeper towards Heaven. They have no idea.
Is that a pocket to play in?
It looks like it.
That's disgusting.
Demon 1's considering something's up. He doesn't like it. Something's off, but they're focused towards Pillar. That's a problem for another second here. Just as Chichu turns, it's all about timing. Demon 1, he goes down, a bullet to the side of the brain, and now Com with so much work. Attack and the frag to follow. But time is ticking, Mike. They gotta get moving, and EDG are not letting them, taking back the lead.
Switching sides. Match point.
I mean, Boostio, it's like some kind of sick aim labs routine here. Still gets one. Smoggy falls. He's traded out. Com goes full imposter in the backlines. But EDG, this first wave is able to convert the site control into a plant. Chichu gets into a deadly spot. Almost caught by Jorgamo, by the way.
Yeah.
Coming up from vents.
Yeah.
Again, there's so many rounds where half a second cut. Smoggy to control up towards Heaven. That's a very well-invested 3-man stack in terms of the utility elsewhere on A site.
Smoggy's flashed. Jorgamo almost got there in time. Smoggy now has to be careful. We know that Kankang's here, but he's going to give away the game. He notes the operator now. You can see the pressure, and Smoggy plays ahead of it. Taking down 3. Outstanding work. And it's all on 1. Demon 1 with an army in front of him. He's got an operator, but they're hunting him. For all those words said, for all that bravado, he's on his knees, he's on his back, and EDG are winning map 1.
Ocean. Again, looking for the same things we saw on Split. EDG demonstrating a very solid grasp, reading the map correctly, because it's going to be so key to their success here to kick things off.
Diving into this, EDG on the attack and EG on the defending side. Yes, trailing one map, but that was a damn close affair. Okay, Com. Couldn't see a thing, but
Spidey
still
sense,
gets...
yeah.
Yeah, tingling on that one. Down to 50 for Smoggy here. There's mid-creep, though. The timing on this could be massive. Kankan going to get posted into the corner just for a second. Not be given much play, and Com seems to be considerate. Spots a player, but nobody had drifted so far out.
Here.
And now look at this catch on the rotation. They had no idea that he is divided between them. Demon 1 trying to backfill the space, but this is brutal. This is going to be Boostio on a platter, potentially. But they're going back towards middle. Giacomo's going to have a chance at this. Wait, hold on. The timing on this could be everything. And actually, the paranoia...
The paranoia is beautiful.
Unbelievably well crafted. EDG. Playing like they have full awareness in this. And Chichu waiting. Watch this pistol back. It is just the most perfect round. Demon 1 can do damage, yes, but 6 HP is... Oh my good God, Chichu! They saw everything, Mike.
I didn't even know you could wallbang that with a ghost.
Same.
Finds the kill onto a 6 HP Demon 1
What
to
on
convert
earth?
what is a beautifully constructed pistol round.
It
I mean,
felt-
I said this 10 times on Split, Lauren, sorry.
No, you're
Half
fine.
a second, either way, Com spots out the drift up mid.
But we talk about, you know, even Potter saying it, this map is about that mid-routing kind of punishing rotations, getting into these positions, you know, causing that discomfort. Look at that. I mean, you could run this back and watch every single moment in it. EDG were manipulating this round like masters. Fantastic start here. EG going to be put back on notice. There is no easy round. There is no start to this. And EG were notorious during Tokyo for converting all those pistols. They had so much of a backing from that. Here,
Think
it's
about
a
that
totally...
the bonus conversion as well.
Absolutely. What a totally stark contrast coming here into map 2.
Kung Kung on a solo mission here. Scope in hand. EG stacked up
4
on A
victims.
site.
5, maybe. Anyone else, I'd say maybe is at a disadvantage, but it is the one and only. Can be a shotgun, can be a sniper, can be a whole lot of things in this man's hands. But they are coming this way.
Yeah, they've felt nothing elsewhere on the map, so feeling as if they're going to have a little bit of freedom to split A. Com have been holding this dart for an eternity.
And they're going to go in. First contact, maybe Giacomo here. Paranoia gets sent. That's going to be an isolation of 1 and a punish off the back. Kankan goes down, but now the rest are going to be on red alert. Howdon can only do so much. Overwhelmed. And now EG trying to brawl this out on the side, but overwhelmed with weaponry. This should still be EDG's round.
Where's the Bulldog, though? Smoggy's got a scope in hand right now.
Oh, okay. Didn't get it, I don't think. Good damage.
And it was lightly invested on the side of EDG. We did see pistols coming into it, so going to protect the round 2 purchase regardless. I mean, yeah, everybody sat comfortably anyway.
Yeah.
A Guardian and a Vandal to work with the Sheriff in the hands of Haldong. I mean, seeing what happened last map.
I don't think I can forget
Still packs a punch. EG certainly with the advantage here.
Let's see now with rifles how this looks. Be Demon 1 playing towards Cat. Nobody creeping up very early here. Chichu as well. Kankan. In the right place. Feels as though there might be someone on the other side, maybe expecting.
Chichu come forward, removing the alarm bot though. Should pull a rotation or force an adjustment here. Demon 1 though, on the back of that. We'll find Kung Kung. He's found a second. What is that headshot?
It doesn't even seem right, it doesn't seem fair, but nobody gonna correct course. Control towards Catwalk. Bear in mind, they still have wine control, they still have good map presence. Yes, a little blind over towards B, but they still have the utility there as well. So the question mark remains, short or middle? And as we can see, EDG drifting up towards mid. No active contact towards B either. You can get deep towards this site.
The problem is, Com could be isolated here because the turret facing towards main, EDG can slip behind it.
Yep, don't need...
Well, this might actually bait Boostio
30
into a
seconds
peak,
left.
potentially pressuring this smoke.
think they're away. Yeah, now they absolutely know there's more danger here than expected. You can see the backline being pressured. Boostio tried to consider it, but nobody. Hunting him down, clears him through. Boostio. Okay, nice shot towards Howdong. But bear in mind, this was a lighter buy. This wasn't everything. A little bit of stall on the side, gonna force an uncomfortable plant. Boostio looking to try and punish that, and he does with the follow-up. Spike goes down, yes, and a costly round, sure. EG do make it out of the woods.
Nobody even finding the kill onto Com there. With the drive-by, just running it down into Boathouse. But the crucial kill being Boostio onto Howdong to remove that second threat. This headshot.
Nailed.
All right.
Random bullet spread.
Yeah.
One enemy
Feels
remaining.
good once in a
It's a
while.
bloom moment.
Where did that
But
guy go?
a confident start there for Demon 1 as well. That's what you want to be seeing. Him getting
Yeah,
activated
I mean,
early.
you get him off the Astra, you want to see him have a few heat-up rounds like this early on Ascent for sure.
Because you know that Kangkang's coming in hot. You've already had him having a great showing here. Smoggy having a big performance too. First challenger, Jorgmo, careful, punished. Big work from Howdong there, willing to be brave enough to take the fight. Jorgmo's gone. And now A is looking more vulnerable. This was more of a spread as well. It wasn't fully committed from EDG towards the side of the map.
And talk about it being a
Boostio.
Boostio.
What are you up
Curious on this.
Okay. I didn't want to see him play ahead of that utility.
No. Even there, no real need to confirm presence if the turret is still up.
They're trying to clear middle though for EG. Yes, A main could be an issue, but they're still wondering if there's more to this, and there certainly is. It is that B hit. EDG will have to reveal to the turret, sure. But we know it's just one man. It is going to be just Boostio. Yes, the stall is there. Kangkang can disrespect that. Damage gets done. Hold on, catching Howdong. That's big. Just a shot in the dark and it's rewarded. Slowed down for a second and the site will be EDG's. Plant should be coming in. 4 players in response. Nobody having his ult as well. Going to try and punish CT as he does. Catches out Boostio and forces EG further back.
Good info as well. At least if somebody wanted to get a little more aggressive, you can see Chichu positioned up on lane, but he's going to commit to this spot. They have the alarm bot to play contact off here. That cloudburst covering it.
Yep. Couldn't quite punish off it, but certainly noting the timing. Smoggy is barely breathing, but it doesn't matter when the backline is that damn good. EDG, large and in charge here. Full control. EG not having a say in that retake.
And actually the setup is the recon off the alarm bot. Beautifully timed from EDG. And again, the punish here on Jorgmo.
Nowhere to run.
To kick things off. Yeah, I heard it too, don't worry.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, really tough
Yeah.
post plan for EG to chip away at.
Okay, ult progress-wise, you just heard it. That's going to be invested from Demon 1, and I think that they might be aware of that.
They might be aware that there's a chance he'll get aggressive. 3 people holding the gen updraft.
It's a lot of respect to one man, rightly
Yes.
so. And EDG fully prepared for this. That's an active angle for, yeah, near on there for Ethan. That's a little bit of information to be rewarded.
As I say, did the knife actually catch Demon 1, and it did. His suppressor noted now at EDG, again, repeating the same sort of success we saw on Split, which is winning the early information game in a lot of these rounds.
Now, Ethan should get info off that and does. Lovely.
Well,
Good timing
there's your
on that
response
too.
in
Yeah.
terms of the info game.
Again, when people look at Ethan, I still say, yes, numerically not always going to be the standout, but what he does in a round.
Value and impact, yeah.
Massively so.
Undeniable.
Now, with no further pressure towards A main, do they start considering this? The Owl drone seems as though that's the case. Sees nothing, though.
So the assumption is just Chichu here.
30 seconds
It
left.
hasn't forced a 3rd member of EG. Smoke should be a slight confirmation of that.
Really should be. And now you're getting the util coming through. Nobody has punished Ethan, though, on the other side of the map, so going to keep the two busy here. Boostio's in danger. When does he go? When does he leave? Demon 1 does catch nobody, but it's EDG taking towards the site, and Com has not had the hottest start.
10 seconds.
And he still doesn't. 10 seconds, but the plant should be secure, should be safe. I don't think they can deny it now. You can see Demon 1 trying to look for it, doesn't catch a pixel out of place. And Can waiting in a dirty little angle here, and look at all the util slowing down. Demon One goes in, spots him, he knows he's here. He's trying to hunt him out, and he does! But Chichu claimed Jorgamo. It's all on Demon One. 4 knives, 3 targets. Oh, the opportunity fades. Demon One now staring down the barrel as EDG continue on their path.
Extending the lead to 3 rounds. EG going to struggle to purchase back into this. Should just maybe be a Sting or a Sheriff here and there. Lockdown not really feasible in a round like this. EDG, meanwhile, this ult cycle will begin to swell, actually.
Yes.
They're going to come back into the buy round in the next, potentially, with the null command, the lockdown, and the Blade Storm, which is already in hand for Kung. EG in a very, very good position now, bigger picture-wise.
Aldon still clearing through, very aware that Jorgamo has been toying with the idea of keeping that presence towards Wine, but exploration on the other side. Quick clear on the turret, going to call back Chichu to attention. It's not just Boostio. Demon One is here. Guardian too. Suits him, and you can see why. Excellent shot, and now the pressure on the other side of the map. They've taken it. A site is EDG's. Plant should be coming through. I don't think nobody's going to get pressured too much, no. So again, this should be a comfy plant here. Now the lockdown could get played in.
They're going to go for it. They're actually committed to the lockdown here. I mean, there's no lurk on short, so this will force EDG into a position where they have to get aggressive or retreat.
Doors down. Ethan, hold on, yeah, Kang, hold on, the timing, they're gonna get detained, 3 players, Jorgamo, he's hunting them, Demon One's there, Haldon has to try and defend his team, and now look at them, stand and deliver, nobody's down, and EG against all odds, running it through.
A total miscalculation, and EG capitalize to find themselves a MasterCard Thrifty.
Watch this back.
I mean, initially it looks okay. EDG find 2 kills, but
Thinking, all right.
But then it's like, I mean, they have to base as close to clean up as possible here. And Haldon, he's just overwhelmed.
I mean, it was a 1v4 basically. That, you know what I mean? He's literally got 4 players running at him. Back on the buy here. TP on for Jorgamo, but a couple of ults as well on the other side. Chichu's got his lockdown as well.
And actually flipping that, I was talking about bigger picture, how potentially we would have been looking at 5-1 here with healthy ultimates for EDG, but we saw the null command come out. Blade Storm invested.
Massive swing round here, potentially evening this up a little, taking away some of that lead that EDG was starting to gather. And now with the operator on, you can see the awareness from EDG. Maybe trying to note that triple swing. Wanted to be extra sure. A little bit of a deeper angle for Demon One. And maybe a test.
You should run.
Lockdown's there. How long does he wait? How long does he stay? Do they keep this in mind? 6 more seconds?
Yeah.
No, he's going to fall off this. Smart choice. We'll have to take away a little bit of that space that he'd controlled. But Boostio, not dissuaded, has an opportunity. There was a chance. Look at the reveal. Information's now being poured through. Jorgamo is just in his own smoke. Kang's there. Demon One whips his wrist around, takes out Kang, and now it's down to 2. Make it 1. What is this wipeout from EG?
Show me that kill from Demon One's POV.
Please,
That
what
looks
was that?
ridiculous. And the blink of an eye, again, off the back of a Thrifty. EG's swing this half back in their favor. Oh, you don't even see the animation complete. That is disgusting.
Let's go! Let's go! Huh. Wonder what she said then.
Like I said, she can take the fine for the try-cast. It's fine.
True.
EDG now, no command, and Jorgamo on the other side of things. But Demon One and Com pretty close.
Flash and a peek from short.
Nobody on the other side of tiles for this.
It gives Demon One the angle. And how far does he explore? Yeah.
Well, you know he loves to push up behind these sort of plays, and nobody, none the wiser.
And we were complimenting how well EDG were activating their players, right? Playing in a couple from that first map. Nice to see EG showing a little bit of that here themselves. Jomo on the crouch jump peak, just trying to keep check on anyone. Kang has already drifted over towards Wineside. So Jomo's got to be careful here. Chichu has punished Demon 1. That's on the other side of the map. This could be a red herring, but now they're already investing in towards the site. Com, what on earth? Kang drifting right into his sights. And now the site's not so safe. Howdong's gone down and Com is just spraying for his life.
There's the spacing here. Smoggy was just sat inside the smoke. Nobody following up on Kang.
Oh, Com's position should be rewarded unless timing is on his side. It is. Chichu, limited options, yes, but punished there. And the high-low setup, going to be hard for Smoggy. Now he knows what he's in for. And he'll fancy his chances.
Probably just try and hold on to this rifle here. I mean, it's Howdong and Chichu that are struggling financially behind this. We talked about at the start of the map. The beginning here is one of those examples, some of the set pieces that are so well drilled from EG.
Yeah.
To create opportunities on the defense of Ascent. And even here, Com's decision making as well, to swing through here, to try and bail out the player on site still that's under a ton of pressure. Unfortunately, didn't see the follow-up from EDG. That will tie things up 4 apiece. Even the timing here, Chichu's kill, like you said, could be a red herring, but I think immediately after he finds the kill, Ethan's knife lands in main, and it only tags Chichu.
So you're like, oh.
So, yeah, I think even there, it's like, yeah, Ethan immediately starts rotating away.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, of course, Chichu, have fun with that. I'm off to away.
I'll see you in a couple of seconds, maybe up short. I don't know. Com, get ready. Yeah, it's the information game now starting to drift a little bit better into EG's hands. And the ult cycle, we were talking about it coming online for EDG, but right now, Evil Geniuses are one away from having the full hand.
That was only 3 rounds ago, by the way.
Just, yeah. Oh, look at this! Com, catching him! That's nobody! Kang dashes away. That could have been even worse. Another little set piece.
Yeah.
Another one.
Back-to-back examples. The flash over the top, so they can't deal with the recon bolt. Guaranteed value there from the Hunter's Fury.
Demon 1's been here the whole time.
He's going to be rewarded.
Chichu did best him before. Oh dear, time to run, time to run! You can see him scarper away. He isn't alone, he's got Boostio as well. Still got the full setup of utility. Wait. Bloody hell.
That didn't hit, did it?
I'm
Smoggy's at 53 HP.
I'm not going to say yes yet. I don't know, and I'm getting nervous.
Production,
oh my
please.
god, Demon 1's down 119. Look at this drift up middle. Kang again! He gets punished this time, but he does so much damage as Boostio is down. He's going back in for more. The flash of God tier flash comes in. Ethan might have just sent one of the best flashes I've seen in a minute right there.
That's just ridiculous. And it's a split-second decision.
It's called on the fly.
When he's inside the smoke.
And this is the start of things. Bloody hell, there was nowhere to go for
I want to know if Smoggy gets shot.
Look at this. Game-changing moment there. Wow. Jump scare.
Jump scare, yeah. Sorry, you did the hard work, Ethan.
I'm so nervous, and look at this presence in middle. That's 3 players here. Boostio, he's dead. Overwhelmed. Kang with a chance down. Demon 1 barely saw a pixel. Support from Short coming in as well. Ethan got to be careful to not overdo this one. Demon 1 is in a little bit of a scenario here, a little bit of a pinch coming in back towards B main, but Demon 1 getting curious, and they are just on the other side. Com is only good for 1 here. They've got access towards the site. B is looking good. Slow down a little, but TP taken. EDG should get a plant. But Mike, look at the HP.
Smoggy tries to make something work.
Spike planted.
Nobody on 11 HP. Howdong still healthy, but no utility, no paranoia to play with 20 seconds away from a smoke in a 2v3 now.
This is on Howdong. As much as nobody can try, even with his ult, it is very difficult with 11 HP. Trying to toy with their minds here. And EG do need to get a move on. Clearing as they go. Paranoia sent, nobody overwhelmed, and EG clear the site. No threats, no problems. And now a defuse going to be coming in. An operator back with Demon 1. EG starting to take more of a lead now.
Starting to stretch their legs a little bit. Nice pace change coming out here. I mean, to find the open onto Boostio.
Beautiful.
But difficult with that sort of purchase to follow up on that. I mean, in terms of, sorry, the Odin and the operator being the other two obstacles towards B site.
Look at the money for EDG. 1 hero rifle.
3 sheriffs.
Stinger. I mean, that Hunter's Fury just burning a hole in the back pocket of nobody, but no chances. And another tag for Demon 1. Kankang's down to 10. Jorgamo's so prepared for it too. Shorty ready. Gotta be careful to not get caught out here. Yep, decides to TP away. Gets to safety. He's still got com there. That shock dart.
Oh my God.
And right place again. That's stunning. Kankang still finding so much value. And that flash was fantastic.
Enemy remaining.
As Ethan swings it in the end. Can Smoggy pull off a miracle here? A 1v3 is a lot to ask for. First challenger, first fight, but Demon 1 doesn't let him fight alone. Do it again in Demon 1. There we go, 7-4. They are stretching this lead. Look at that run of rounds.
Come into round 12. Kang will have an operator in hand. Ethan has just been phenomenal with his utility this half. No surprise, that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. But we've seen so many examples here.
And this is the fun thing to me. Does Kankang take a fight on Demon 1? Does he try and find an aggressive fight to take? Demon 1 seems very prepared and maybe a little bit of a fake out here. Last time around it was a swing from Cat, but they notice him early. Demon 1 now forced away. Kankang moves in. Boostio, careful now.
Nowhere to run.
Preemptive, that's ambitious. Gonna force him off. No punish.
This will give Smoggy the null command as well. I mean, some big question marks elsewhere on the map. EG haven't gone exploring though. It's a very deep hold on A site. No utility to play off here. But EDG can't sound.
But it's a risky clear back through. Yes, you've got 50 seconds, so there's still time, but as you said, as much as EG haven't explored, EDG don't know that. So they have to be very meticulous in this clear.
Well, the knife here from Ethan. Not sure what it connects on, but
Ethan.
nobody.
Ethan! They line up and he knocks him out. Demon 1 waits and strikes. He went for more. This guy's audacious, but it plays in Ethan. So now it's Chichu with 4 to find and 30 seconds to do it. Maybe
30 seconds
he can get
left.
his buddy back. Maybe there's still a second. Maybe not, because they are all up for it. And Ethan with a belting round. EG coming alive here on map 2. Strong lead.
I mean, I'm convinced nobody's going to hard clear Ethan here, especially with no real pressure elsewhere. I mean, there's no active angle being held towards B main. It just doesn't happen, and Ethan capitalizes, topping the scoreboard for EG.
What a marvelous first half for EG here, bounding back after a marathon of map 1. Let's take a second.
Looks like EG might actually lean into a set piece here.
Kind of know that
Don't
they
overthink it. That's my job.
script out is almost the wrong word, but they really practice their pistols. Drilled here, and you can see where the main play is for EDG, focusing 3 players early towards A.
It's a long rotation.
It is, it's a long way off, and look at Demon 1, he's on a tear! And Chichu might be on a plateau, he is! Demon 1 picking up where he left off. This man is unrelenting in approach, and the 3, as you highlighted, a mile away.
Ethan and Boostio attacked up here. Boostio eats the first, finds the wallbang. Smoggy, he's put him down.
And with Ethan's HP being lower, it's not impossible. Okay, Demon 1, okay. The crowd are calling, he's got 5 HP! Demon 1 might be answering! 1 more! Held on with the Sheriff! And Demon 1 prowling, spotted! He's gonna lose 1. They're letting him do it! Demon 1! On This is the call from the crowd with an ace to start off the second half.
Potentially shattering the hopes of EDG to piece together some sort of claw back in at the start of this half at least. Another beautiful flash to set things in motion here.
One enemy remaining.
Again, the constant unsung hero, doing well on the board, yep. But still, Ethan's work happens in those moments. And I love the way that EG literally allowed him to run for that. It was like, screw it, get in there. And have everyone straight onto the rifle too. Bulldog for Boostio, on the other side, Ghosts, and that's it. 3 classics, 2 Ghosts. That's all the EDG have to hold with here.
Ethan was actually holding that flash to punish the orb. Nobody will fall.
Christ!
What is that?
Christ!
How's she got away with 20 HP as well?
I don't know. No, there's Kankang apparently. 4-4 though.
How long has no clue?
Oh, Smoggy might now. Well, it's an issue. Now loses track a little, but drawing in 2 more players. EG are just masterful in approach. Look at this. They have the complete green light towards the B side. Yes, EDG kind of have to stack out. They kind of have to try and play against whatever they can in this sort of round, but they have what they need. Spike taking its time in the hands of Com here. A little worried about this if Kankang keeps going. Could close in.
I'll take their sweet time here. 30 seconds on the clock as the smoke's
seconds
finally
left.
deployed. Now, it's becoming very difficult to find a way back in. In the blink of an eye,
Clean.
it's Com and Ethan to
Clean.
clean up. Everything invested, maintained. EG will have a fairly well-rounded opportunity here in round 3 of the second half, and Team 1, even though he fell, he's 1 away from the Blade Storm. He even gets the rifle back in hand.
This is the round.
Yeah, it's got to be.
This is the round.
It has to be.
If EDG have any aces up the sleeve, you bring it out this round. Otherwise, this was a flash in the pan here on this map for them. They'd rather forget it, but we move forward. We look to see what the plan is. Best foot forward for EDG. We're going to note presence. And again, yes, that rifle is there for Demon 1, but Kankang again curious.
Great Boostio's got 2.
Yeah, how is he here? Oh my
They're not
God.
going to clear him.
Oh, he almost made a meal of that, but still, going to punish 1. That's nobody gone down. And this then leaves question marks around the map. What's gone on here? And look who's drifting up, Cat. The timing on this could be... He's missed it. He's going to be walking top middle at this time.
But he's going to catch Jorgamo. Jorgamo's doing the same thing as last round. He's trying to plant the seed of doubt. The paranoia invested here. He TP's into short, though.
Jorgamo,
He's slipped the net.
he's insane. How is he here? Just going to pop a little smoke for them as well. Yeah, it's going to be that B piece. So then we look towards the likes of Chichu. Challenger, spotted, taken. Demon 1 put back down to the depths. And Chichu has to fall away. Doesn't want to get isolated himself. And look at the creeping death. Kankang moving in. Is there a catch on a rotation here? Howdong seems curious. Seems aware. Oh dear, there's the punish on the back line. 30 seconds. Can they pivot? Can they do anything? Plants down. There's Kankang. And here come the problems. Ethan has to stall out. And that would be miracle work. Upgrade found though. Can he stall enough? Not going to win the fight. Howdong giving them the next step. Ethan, fantastic flash, punishing ahead of the pump and expects the swing here. Kankang closing in. Fantastic work for him. Diffuse coming through. It's costly, it ain't pretty, but it's a round on the board and one they needed.
Absolutely did. Jorgamo actually relying on his own conditioning from the previous round. That TP, the left Smoggy, guessing in round 14. Now capitalizes it. Slips into the back lines to catch that rotation and do further damage
Yeah.
to EDG's economy. Said good recovery from EDG regardless. There's a real chance that this can spiral out of control if potentially Jorgamo finds further damage.
Yes.
Holds them up in rotation. Still 10-5. Bit of a financial reset with the reinvestment here, but Chichu down on the Bulldog. And Demon 1, as you can see, operator in hand now.
Okay. Looking to clear the utility.
Here.
Done so subtly, not revealing the operator in play. But it may not be the be-all and end-all. Look on the other side, map 2. We've got EG. I wonder if they toy with the expectation here. We know that Jorgmo has been testing the waters consistently. What do they read into this now?
I have the spike.
Don't mind to see an A split coming through. Again, a very, very deep hold on A. Concern being Smoggy. Pretty short. We're going to see on the minimap, but he's in hell jump spot in main. But the focal point will be towards Haldong here.
The switch up's curious too. Boostio on the operator, giving Demon One the rifle. Jorgmo going to be noted, but I think it's just Jorgmo. That tells them nothing.
Because of the last few rounds as well, with Jorgmo being the one here to sell the fake.
But the counter, I guess you could say, is that Chichu
30
is this
seconds
dedicated towards B main. So they're willing to risk Kang's rotation. The timing is now everything. Down to 20 seconds here. The stall signed him out. Smoggy now under scrutiny. He's fallen. Boostio connects. The spray not good enough. Haldong next in line. Next to fall. EG 3 in a row. The sight is surely theirs.
Boostio, I've been watching Paper X VODs. Just bunny hopping around. Nobody can kill him. And it amounts to 3 kills in favor of Evil Geniuses. Nobody in Chichu now. A 2v5.
That's a lot. That is so much to ask. And look at these post plants as well. Really difficult to try and clear out. And no one giving him anything. Boostio holding. Oh, and EG making it to 11. EDG struggling to match them step for step here.
Enemies close. Eyes up.
It's just beautiful. Like I said, initially Jorgmo following up on his own conditioning that he's set in place. I think this is another example. That's why they're almost not expecting a swing out here from a third member. Because they see the drone come through.
Yep.
They obviously tag one on the knife as well. It's so well crafted by Evil Geniuses.
EDG feeling the strain now. 11 rounds against them.
Adjustment here. I mean, finds a kill, Bladestorm.
Yeah.
Anything's possible with that man.
Yeah. A little surprised they didn't opt for it. And Smoggy deciding against the full-on rifle, going for the Guardian instead. So going to try and suffer through this. And EG need to kind of, I guess, get an understanding of what this round may entail. Could be a stack, could have aggression. You want to try and be very, very meticulous in this. There is a chance that EDG would try something. They're going to be on the line to buy.
Revealing
Right
area.
now, you can see that pressure starting off towards A. Anti-flash initially on the orb, forced away as that connected.
Chichu on the other side will retreat. Knife invested behind it won't tag anything, but I mean, if you look at the minimap, very concerning if EG decide to follow through with this B main pressure. So still sending out probes to figure out what's going on outside A, potentially maybe to dig out Jorgmo again.
But there is such an overwhelm of weaponry. As much as it may be dangerous, again, you can see this kind of like potential pop here coming in. With Ethan one off the ult, staring at the orb, I mean, as soon as this goes, it could be huge for them. There it is. Utility now irrelevant. EDG just have to try and stand and deliver with a lot less. Demon One first on in. They try and clear through. Looks for the next target. Oh, it's gorgeous! Demon One! This guy is something else. Can you answer it again? Being commanded. Oh my word! What a monster! As Smoggy rings out the dinner bell, and it ain't an ace, but it will be the 12th. As EG on the verge of picking up map 2.
It's just so beautiful to watch him in rounds like that. I mean, the control is just second to none. Sure, I don't even want to talk about pistols on the other side. This is beautiful.
There's, at this level of play, to be that much above others mechanically is truly a treat to watch. There's very few players who can do it. Yes, that round was certainly not a full investment, but again, you can enjoy that sort of level of mechanical capability. A treat. But there's a buy. EDG, a final chance on this map to do what they haven't done before. And an early Hunter's Fury sent into the dark by Com. No connection here. Oh, tell a lie, I think Chichu just got a whole lot of damage there. And Kang gonna be noted.
I think that is a tag.
Yeah, the last one, I think.
It's on the light shield. regardless, going to be maybe leaning towards a retake here, built around the lockdown. EG still cautious in approach. First time I've really seen them drift back at this point in the round. Towards A for a while, other than the follow-up on Jorgamo's pressure previously.
I'm trying to outweigh the knife here. I know it's come back through.
Problem being, I mean, Chichu's in a position where he can get tagged by Ethan. On the knife, sorry.
Yeah, and there it is, the timing. Ooh. Wow.
Do they rotate off it?
I'm looking for... I mean, you could say Kankang's moved further away, but they're feeling this out. 28 seconds, they're going to start investing that last bit of utility. Outdrone's there, and here comes the burst. Oh, and it's dangerous! Boostio at the helm, takes out Smoggy. There's still 2 players to find, though. Chichu alive towards Cat. Lockdown going to be put in. Putting the pressure back on EG here, even with the 5 alive. Jorgamo. Jorgamo's up in heaven. Kankang's found one, yes. Oh, it's messy, but it's controlled. Nobody on the swing. Back down to the 3v3. Still a chance here. No one's forced them away. Can they try and defend this? Do they have anything to hold on to this? A late presence through Cat, but Boostio doing numbers right now. A lockdown of his own. That could be it. That could be it. Diffuse started, taken away by Com, and now just Kankang. He could try as he might, and as much as EG may paint themselves the villains, right now they are the best chance as North American here.
Standing, making this agent do wonders. It's been a long time since we saw it, but was so impressed last time we did.
Let's see it now. Starting things off, EDG on the attack and EG on the defending side. And of course, our eyes will be looking towards Ethan throughout this. How does it look? Does it suit well? Does EDG have any idea of how to handle it? And Demon 1 gonna be checked on first. Not given any quarter here.
Ethan does actually commit towards the TP, so we'll reinforce this A site hold here. Are they walking this?
They're going to brawl on it at the very least. And it's an effective trade, 2 for 1, but now they turn their attention towards Art. The paranoia is perfect, forces them away. Ethan a little lost in the source, but they've taken over space towards A main. The spike should be going down safe, but it is a 4v3, and they want a bit more. They fancy a kill, but you ain't going to get one here.
The spike tap is actually key because it's going to draw Com a little deeper. Now with the confirmation, I guess the question mark remains. Where they push. Look at Com's position.
He's so aware.
Yeah.
The question marks are going to be there as well for EG going, what are they doing then? There's no secondary tap, there's no follow-up. It's forced Demon 1 away. He's considering going to the other side of the map. So they've got themselves safety in CT, but that's it.
These sort of plants behind default, though, they're never comfortable. They create such an awkward post-plant.
Maybe a product of that pressure over towards A main. Having to note that a smoke is in play for Howdong. You see EG starting to creep back towards the site. Still a lot to clear. Turret gonna get contact. Smoke goes up. A little bit of a misplace there from Smoggy. Wonder if that comes back to haunt them. G2 now gonna be pressured. You can see it. EDG defending well. Perfect defense from EDG in the post plant. Yeah, let them know. EDG coming back in. Strong start there.
Even here, the recon actually forces Smoggy out of dugout where it becomes harder to handle. Yeah, these sort of post plants very difficult if you're forced a little deeper, potentially in towards secret. Blocked out of flowers. It didn't even really come down to a crossfire.
Out for their Rift Walker.
Smoggy just absolutely farmed 3 on the round for him.
Here comes the fight. Gonna connect, but no further threat. As they catch him on the fallback. Very simplistic, but clean from EDG. No need to overcomplicate things here as they clean through. Ethan.
That's 2 with a classic.
Ethan, you're not meant to be doing... And he's out of danger. This is ridiculous stuff, isn't it? How they made this even look feasible, I don't know. But there are rifles in play. 1 Sheriff for Boostio, and that's about it. Still no plant, though. Gonna note the player working back in from Art as well. Nobody looking to find a way to drift out safely. Oh, there's no safety there. Okay, now down to 2. TP in the smoke for Howdong, not much else. Howdong gonna find Ethan, but the trade, Boostio! Big boy Boostio coming back in with the Sheriff. Diffuse coming in, unreal.
How did he find 2?
The second. 1 I'll give you, the second? Run it back for me. Give me that replay, please. Those were rifles. They had 2 of them.
Yes, daily tactics would only
That
work so long.
we have had some of the.
And this.
What is that?
Come on. Oh, stunning.
We have had some of the dumbest thrifty rounds I've ever seen today.
In the best way.
Yeah, in the best way possible.
way. Oh dear. Oh, this is such a great game. Mark it down, remember this one. Operator out early. Demon 1 gifted that here in round 3. On the other side, of course, suffering from the losses. And Kankang revealed.
And how long nobody, Smoggy, wants to potentially be threatening here, and just like that, Jorgamo will fall. Comp tested on the first, but Demon 1 responds with the operator.
Safety net. He's hunting. He's hunting! Demon 1! This guy's confidence is sky high sometimes. But there's nobody in Chichu, and what do they have here? A little bit of room towards middle, and that's about it. See the question marks around the map, the caution as they clear. There could have been someone backfilling this. It's not the case. The middle may not be available, so
Boostio's got to be careful.
Oh, come off it, come off it, come off it. He turns back, he turns back. And now EDG back in with a chance here. Nobody trying to get down long as fast as he can. He wants that plant. Can he play in Chichu off this as well?
Gonna get Seekers off this.
Oh, this is huge, yeah.
I've got
Instantly, no mess in here. Ethan gonna be revealed. Shot rattles through. Spam comes in, both playing towards the back of sight now. Chichu's got some kit here. Could stall out. Demon 1 having to try and clear this through with the operator. That's not ideal. And it's not clean, but it does get Ethan across the line. It's Chichu now in a 1v2. He's found the first, and there's no trade. Demon 1 will have to go nuclear here because Chichu is buying those precious seconds. The tap on the spike, and Chichu's curiosity might just get the better of him here. No, he waits. He waits. Chichu so aware. Anything you can do, I can do better. EDG, yeah, you may lose the last player, but you absolutely have the round. EDG back into things.
Another round flipped. A thrifty conversion here from EDG. Nobody finding any semblance of comfort to kick things off on Pearl. Saving grace, Demon 1 carries the operator across. Boostio will be able to afford a rifle.
That's it. Up against a full buy.
And encroaching on some key ultimates as well, notably the pit and the lockdown. So you're going to have a chance to work towards here in round 4.
Small bonuses for EG, they're on the right side of the map. Whether or not EDG continue is yet to be seen. A chance. Spike is still committed towards this side, but they are drifting away. Wanting to clear middle here for EG. Get some control, but bear in mind it's frenzies, it's classics. Apart from those two, Boostio 1, Demon 1 the other. They're letting the pressure build.
Look at the exploration though, down towards connector. Ethan does actually turn back at just the right time. Demon 1 can be blocked off by these smokes here,
Playing
but
forward.
still getting aggressive.
Of course he is. It's Demon 1 blocked off for the first. A quick adjustment, not good enough for the sights out there. Jorgamo dealt with quickly as EDG start flooding through the site. They're taking a second, and Demon 1's taking a life. Ethan as well, gonna find Kankang. The fallback, oh, he's out of there!
Like a thief in the night.
Dips away, oh, they're playing for Demon 1. Pawn now. We're back down to 2. Advantage to EG, but still, keep in mind, Ethan's working with less. There's 2 rifles here. There's plenty of stalls. Smoggy's got full kit to play with. And the ults come in. Oh, and Demon 1, EG, right back at him. Back-to-back ridiculous rounds.
What the hell is going on? The TP from Ethan is so great as well.
It's so sick. It's so sick.
But this is Boostio and Demon 1. The only ones bringing... I'm not talking about it. Not yet. The only ones bringing weaponry into this. I mean, that's... I can't think of another time that's happened.
No.
4 rounds starting off a map like this.
Enemy remaining.
Now, I don't read lips, Michael.
No.
Oh. Oh. Hey, it ain't done yet, though. Let's be honest, a sheriff and
Well, I
an
mean, anything's
idea.
possible.
Yeah, this game is just out of the realms of normality already. This is high-quality Valorant. Both teams refusing to relent here. So EDG back to it. Back towards A. Contact made, and Jorgamo wants to stick around. Willing to spam, and does get connection.
Initial damage done, but Kung will be healed up.
Oh.
Okay, bit invested. Doesn't really give them a lot of space on site to work with. A little bit confused by that one.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this yet. We have to see what the end game plan is here. As you said, it's bits and pieces, it starts and ends. There's not much safety. The pit's fallen. Chichu goes down to Com. And now it's just the pistols in hand. So much invested and so little found. EDG left in tatters as EG weather the storm this time, finding consecutive rounds.
Could that be the springboard for EG to find some sort of comfort? Can EDG respond here? Now with the lockdown available, 1 off the Blade Storm, 2 off the Seekers. A few tools available off the rip though for EG. But we haven't seen much of a challenge on the other side of the map. No real presence shown towards mid either. But this is the first real, I feel like it's the first buy round we're seeing.
Pretty much.
Round 6, or
Yeah.
buy versus buy.
Yeah, very extended until we've seen this even enough purchase. Obviously, yes, the operator is in play, and Demon 1 in a position to use it. Now, dog there, going to be dealt with actually by him, and the fallback, he has support. Boostio backfills the space, shock dart to come in, but EDG get a good read of where these positions are. Quick rotation from Com, I think he's read this. Ult, yeah, they're almost funneled in there. Does he catch anyone? Yes, he does. Punish. No, doesn't quite catch him with a quick TP from How Long. He keeps his life. But a second look now from EDG. The rest of the map, and here's the position that Ethan can do wonders in.
Does have his TP set up, but it's a long ways away. He has no second opportunity.
There's no second player. Oh, maybe you don't need it. Ethan's out.
B.
But they got to get a move on. That B site is very vulnerable. Now,
got the spike.
gonna have Demon 1 there.
The lockdowns trade off here, potentially.
Looks like they're leaning towards it.
You should
There's
run.
one.
They do, yeah, look on
30
the X-ray.
seconds left.
They're playing ahead of this though, Demon 1. This is terrifying, and actually Ethan's committed. He's sticking around on this. He's found a pocket to play in, and he's found the punish! How Long goes down! And Chichu, are you serious? You fancy it? Okay, he's cleared. Not bad. But the lockdown, the lockdown, the lockdown! Smoggy, stand and face them! There was no escape.
B. 10
Kangkang's
seconds
behind
left.
them. And Jorgamo reads it! No room for mischief this time. 4 for EG.
Really bizarre decision-making there from EDG, especially when the first kill comes through. But there's no chance for them to disengage. It's another time where the lockdown is kind of punishing in that regard. Unless Kangkang's played in on the flank here, you know, you bait one out with being detained. I'm not sure what the end goal is here. There's still 3 members of EG alive.
Are we seeing a timeout? That coach's frustration is getting worse and worse. And we absolutely do. EDG. They want a game here. EG on the verge of really getting into things, and Demon 1 with a quick start. We're taking all that space away, and the challenger is waiting. Smoggy. It's Kangkang taking over Art. No one wants that first fight. He's in a little deeper, flashes forward, Jorgamo's got him, and all the threat of this round is left. There's so little to work from here. Look at Demon 1's spacing. Yes, he's got a late fight. If he loses that, maybe it's a different scenario. But he's so heads up. He's so aware. He turns around, he reads it like a book. And timing for Ethan, not bad either, to slow things down, make it harder for them to play out of art.
He's punished though. Nobody will find it. Talking about the second layer here. Outside the smoke. Look where the spike is.
Okay, but look at Chichu, gonna find Jorgamo, and now the spam teed up, coming out from Com, but there's still threat here. Howdong and Chichu, that spike is the issue. How do they get it back in hand? They do have a TP, but it's so vulnerable. Ethan can just play this one out. Paranoia gets sent, so he can't do too much about it. Howdong trying to close down the gap. He gets caught. Ethan's there. He needs help. Maybe he doesn't. Com's there in time. And that spike, dropping where it went, is devastating.
So awkward for EDG to try and recover that situation. Ethan, again, though, you've seen a number of situations where, even on the Yoru, he's happy to play a position where he can put Demon One in a position to succeed, setting him up with flashes outside these smokes, just on default. First time really seen an adjustment, actually, of him starting over towards A site. Hasn't seen a lot of action on B long, but he's still sitting 10 and 4, by the way.
Yeah. Similar start now. Not sure how much I revealed. Potentially just one, maybe a second, but the rotation. This is where we get to see that play-in from Ethan. He does have help here as well. Last time around, Boostio was not here. Now with the late drift through, it looks like EDG want to take over towards middle. Play towards those double doors. They had success there in the past. Don't quite get the information, but Boostio will be forced off.
Fake teleport, cutting through.
Ethan, here we go.
That's
Three.
a chance to reset his TP, actually.
2 down long, 3 through short, and Boostio committing to the same smoke. Hiya can get out of this round. Boostio and Com in perfect unison. And still, yes, they take over long. Yes, the TP gets taken, but at this point, they have no safety on this map. They have no next step. The spike's down, it's out of hand. Howdong desperate for it, he can't find it. EG are in full form. Chichu and Smoggy have no say, Mike.
I mean, Howdong's ultimate was the last chance to really safely recover this spike. With both players boxed out towards pillar. Demon One's punished.
Oh,
Chichu trying to get a snake bite off. Now it's just Smoggy left. The Boostio lands the killing blow for the Prime Gaming Flawless. EG with the wind in their sails now, Lauren.
this is magnificent stuff here. Prime Gaming Flawless, and look at it. Boostio. Again, you're seeing the unison here, seeing Com bail him out like this. We're seeing that synergy that made EG look so good come through here.
And this is such a great response to a player like Kang Kang as well, to greet him inside the cloud burst. You don't often see opportunities like that.
No. This is after those timeouts where EDG have tried to claw back the game. Another purchase here, though, to play with, but it is missing pieces. Yes, nobody just down on the stinger. They'll be able to fashion a buy, even if it's not ideal. But they need more than just the buy, they need a new look. And Demon One's in the right place here. 3 victims waiting. Got his knife, got it all. And the dry peek ain't gonna be good enough. Pops the dash, gets out of there. New angle, new problem for EDG. The paranoia is good, but Demon One still very away. You can see Kang coming over to try and deal with this. He's got a fight, and he loses it. Howdong does wonders. Maybe give them an access point to this site.
Gee, what is their response here?
Kang?
Kang tried to get ahead of the drone. Unable to find anything, no, but still finds Jorgamo.
Well, a dangerous player at all occasions, but down to 3 here. Com and Boostio, they're actually the last 2 alive. Howdong is doing everything. Marvelous round from him. Com looking to do some chip damage. Oh, he's got him! Backing away. Flash, but no push towards Pit. Looks for the swing towards Flowers, and it's all roses for Smoggy. As now Com in the 1v2. They knew his position before, but he slips a little deeper. He's toying with timing, and they swing together, and EDG finally stop the rot.
Not ready yet.
Get a response for a third on the board from EDG. Can they string anything to bed off the back of that? Building back into some ultimates here. 2 off the lockdown, 2 off the pit. And EG have the one good counter for it. That does come into play in the next couple of rounds.
Yes, it does. Jorgamo now. Falling deeper towards the site. And you can already see that Ethan committing that TP there. Yeah, quick rotation for him as well. Doesn't want to leave Jorgamo alone, and success on a nice edge for EDG. Can they string successive rounds together.
Here.
Now drone through towards Art. Not probably going to crest far enough to note the players, so they do get a window of timing. It looks like they want to try and explore on. Jorgamo disrespecting it, does not fall away. Ethan's going to pop the ult and get moving. Clears out towards A main, sees nothing else. He knows now there's a split in play. TP back through, he still wants it. Oh, it's stunning! Ethan out of his mind at the moment. Is now down to the 3, cleared out, yes, but he finds again a little bit of safety. There's still room for him. Demon 1's on the way, and now Chichu and Smoggy need some heroics. Maybe they got it in them. A 2v2, hard fought for, and now found they get the plant.
Again, a very safe plant with the pit going up behind this. They need to ideally find Smoggy. He's disconnected, he's disengaged so well, and found a kill on top of it. He's got the lockdown now.
Yeah, they're leaving no stone unturned. They do not want Demon 1 anywhere near this round. EDG finding just what they needed before that scoreline became a bigger problem.
Observations, then let's run it again.
Finally, a consecutive round. Ethan, I mean, the information he manages to gather here, then plays himself back out the smoke. The timing on the recon to find the kill onto Haldong.
The fact that EDG recovered this after that happening, giving them 2 in a row. A break from the barrage that EG have been bringing through in an adjustment, but it's Demon 1 this time. They're all here. 1 left towards top middle. It's on this man. Kankang on the other side looking for his fight. He wants his pound of flesh. Demon 1 gonna slip a little deeper. Can he find the pick he wants here? First challenger. Could be nobody. Could be Haldong. Middle getting pressured. How long does Demon 1 wait? No pressure felt on the rest of the map. How that did not hit, I do not know, but given a second chance of life here. Demon 1, he's back to it. He's trying again, but still another shot misses.
Forced a little deeper.
Rotation.
Yeah, no pressure applied behind this, but nobody will slip up just behind screens, and Demon 1 finally rewarded.
Third time of asking, he connects it. And now they're banking on working in the dark. They found room on A, yes, but it's not like there aren't players here. Ethan can be so quickly around this map in no time. There's still Boostio. There's still Jorgamo. EDG waiting for someone to go finding information, and no one is. They're sitting here, they know what's up. 25 seconds. Commitment needs to come in for EDG. TP through. He's dependent on this plant now. So close by though. Drawing out the fire. Lockdowns there, what do you do? 15 seconds. Ethan toying with them. On is in, but they have to evacuate the site. Oh, and the divide on top.
Yeah, divide's gonna go up behind this. Sealing shut the A site. We're gonna try and get straight onto this.
They can at least get half. Someone's got to walk the wall. And Demon 1's about to do it himself. Finds an angle to play on, and no one's stopping Jorgamo. Diffuse right under their noses. And EG so prepared.
Last round in the half.
EG up to 7. We enter round 12. Nothing available for EDG here. 2 away from the Blade Storm, but Kung still sitting at 2 and 11. Oh, okay. You see Demon 1 step back, he was like, wait, what? Huh?
With all that said, and the success on one side, yes, for Demon 1, it would be a miss to once again address the fact that Kankang is still
like
on
I
2.
said, yeah.
He is not activating this time. He's struggling, and Demon 1 is not. He's in his element. Taking away Smoggy from middle, they can turn their eyes back towards A main. A dash in, yes, and the player to follow, but Demon 1's on the hunt. He's prowling him out. He wants to find him for himself, but Com's taking him away. Kankang finally makes his appearance, but Demon 1 on so little. But look at that! Kankang! How have you done it? With 30 HP, is this the round that you come alive in? With 9 bullets and a bit of a dream. Boostio can start to backfill the space. Can he find the player? Can he find...
He's not going around the world, is he?
Oh my
God.
The plants.
It's not good for flowers.
So Boostio's still got his turret. he's questioning everything here, Bustio. He doesn't know what's going on here. He's like, this doesn't make sense. How do I find this final player? Does he? He sees him, and now there's a chance. Kang might have missed his opportunity, but there's a slither, there's a pixel out of place. Maybe he can catch Bustio. Adjustment on the second. Kang needs to challenge us. He needs to check on this. Bustio catches a headshot, but gets back to work. Bustio disrespected to the utmost. And EG maintain dominance in the half.
Switching sides.
On the verge of a giga brain play from Kang. And Bustio so diligent on the clearance. It's a ridiculous round to end the first half. He must have heard us, because he opens this up with a beautiful 3K.
Where's he been? Where's that man been? They need him in the second half, sitting with only 4 rounds to their name, and it all to do in front. EG starting to give it large, sitting on those 8 rounds. This one is far from over. Still so much more for them to do. And now just moments away from the second half. You hear that EG back up all of those words, all of that talk, and they turn up here and they beat EDG. EDG with only 4 rounds, Mike. This ain't gonna be easy.
No, and the margin for error being this small, especially with the Yoru here, if EG have cooked up anything to just catch EDG off guard a couple of times, it's all they need to really drive this one home. A wide open B site other than Smoggy and Chichu finally getting out of connector. Smoggy actually all the way into backside. Chichu just cooking in the nano swarm, and Ethan converts.
Yeah, but Smoggy's fallen as well. EG! This is...
What?
Oh, where's that second come from? Where's that second come from? And he's just letting rip. He's just diving in. What just happened? Can I get that round at like half speed?
Did Kang pick up Ethan's classic from earlier?
It's...
That... Okay. Blink and you miss it. It's even worse the second time round.
But it's still not enough. It's still not enough. EG get the start they want here. 9 rounds now. And EDG have to just keep going back into this, right? Like there's no way around it. 1 ghost in the hand of Chichu, and that's all they got. Yeah, Kang gonna be wielding towards Bladestorm early. That's great, but that's about it.
I mean, it's the second time we're gonna have to claw themselves out with an 8-4 deficit in the half, and conceding the pistol, potentially round 2 as well. Can EDG at least do some damage here? This is well invested this time around. Going to be 2 members here. And these are them really hold on to the choke point. Kang
Calling my bot.
the closest here, but it's a classic once again. Dare I even say that?
Where? Oh, hello. Okay, Ethan's taking him down this time. Still careful on the plant as nobody peeks through the smoke. Smoggy's got Bustio. They've got him at least a little bit vulnerable. Outlook's position though, this is hard. That's a really hard fight to win, especially against the Bulldog. And nobody's chances dwindle. Revealed, put down, and Ethan makes sure of it. Double digits, evil geniuses. We are now closing in on this. EDG are gonna have to run this back from the very brink of disaster.
And they did find round 3 of the second half on Ascent. And a chance here with damage done. Guardian and Bulldog carried across, yes. Concern being Demon 1 already won off the knives.
I don't think he's gonna get it here though.
I mean, look at the minimap.
Yeah.
EDG have read it. They know
Yes.
that they're going to try and go for this to try and convert.
They're gonna challenge on it? No.
No.
They're not challenging on this. It's late. The paranoia was late, and now they are so vulnerable to this. The flash was good, but not good enough. Nobody's saving them. Keeping them living, keeping them breathing. Bustio is pumping damage back, so it's certainly not a clean affair. It's a 3v3.
I got the spike.
Look at elsewhere though, Jorgamo. I thought for a second he was going to progress towards side because Smoggy did drift away. That window now closed. Smoggy all the way into backside.
Oh, but look at Con. He's not being subtle. So I don't know if they pulled back Chichu, but I don't think it was really going to sell much there.
Found them.
On to the final two. Bulldog, Guardian, spamming, not going to get it. That spike now lost. 50 seconds, and Jorgamo's got to do wonders. Not going to happen this time. EDG, first hurdle found. Long way to go.
It's because if you think back to Ascent, I mean, look at the scoreline at the top of your screen.
Yep.
It was just round 3 in the second half. EG able to close out comfortably after the initial response. 1 away from Ethan's ultimate. 3 for the lockdown. So on the brink of some really, really big ults. EG, at least this time 2 people stacked up. The fake of the TP potentially yet. And say, well, he was going to commit to that.
I got the spike.
Now we look to the other side. Kang finally given that operator, but noted. Jorgamo's in a bit of danger, though. Oh! Don't get away. It's not like he's not coming back. He's just got friends this time. 3
They're
more
looking to
with him.
overwhelm the ultimate. The
dash,
operator.
Dash is done. So now he's on an island. He's got to run. He's got to get out of there. There is problems on the way, but they're respecting it enough. They didn't close that gap instantaneously.
They're getting lucky there because there was such a huge gap. Like you said, as soon as the dash is burnt up.
They've pulled over the additional body. They've got 3 players there. But EG aren't quick to backfill this space, but they might have access towards A.
Ideally, you want to see Boostio take some of this space in R ahead of Chichu's rotation. I don't think it's going to happen. So cautious in
Nice timing on the
approach.
smoke. Howdong just committing that smoke towards main. I guess there is the ult for Ethan. Didn't get picked up, didn't get checked on.
They're just going to spam out into dugout potentially.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
looks like it. 2 players there, big info to be had. They know exactly what's going on here. Can he find any more? He's showing them where they're at. Boostio going to connect with the first. Kang's gone down, but Chichu still be trying to hold on. Lovely! Up and over from Howdong. Catches Jorgamo. Con battling it out on the side. Brutality at its most. Leaving Demon 1 and Ethan with it all to do. Good crossfire. Great positioning. Better shots. And now the 1v1. Look at the HP on Smoggy. He's down to 17. A stiff breeze might make him fall over. Can he force Ethan away? Oh, that's
Grenade out.
a little rough here. Oh, and Ethan's got him. It's going to be so close to 12 now. 11 for EG. Using that ult brilliantly. Timeout.
Just as soon as they slip into this crossfire, you're thinking, yeah, it's so rough for EDG to crack back through. And Ethan, fairly typical of him, barely flinching.
I mean, Ethan is your big stage player. Absolutely the right call. This battle is about to be so bloody between these two. EDG need this. They need something to kind of kick-start it, right? Add a little fire to the belly as we go in. Demon 1, first challenger, flashed up, found, taken down. Follow-up for Ethan, he's got them all dead! EG, punishing EDG.
The cherry on top, they get the orb themselves. Should be 12 here. If you look at the ult progress, I feel like that might just be the nail in the coffin.
Spike planted.
Smoggy and Chichi, though, do have rifles.
Now Boostio's got the lockdown if they even get pressured, feel that stress coming through, and Demon 1's hungry. Gonna go to bed hungry this round at least, but still it's only Smoggy with 4 to clear. And not a lot of time to do it. You can already hear the stall coming out, that utility they can burn through.
Still a star there as well.
Bomb grenade out.
It's just horrific scenes here for EDG. Nothing going their way. That early fight truly determining the outcome. 12 for EG on the verge here of winning against EDG.
This could be the culmination of what's been a fantastic series today, regardless of scorelines. EG elevating. After looking at it, think how the first half of Split started.
Wow,
It's come full circle.
absolutely has. Deep breaths now. EDG Not many more moments to try and get through this. And plenty of attempts for EG. Ults galore. TP taken for Ethan, and a step towards the site.
You should run.
Lockdown committed. See what the decision on the back of that is. It's a response from Smoggy. Hunter's Fury will cancel that out though, so the EG follow through on this.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Plants in, Seeker's gonna come down. They know it's on this site, but that's big. Smoggy in unison with Kankan gonna take him down. Ethan! The 3 kills back to back has brought it down to a 2v2. The hero that EG needed in this round, but EDG needs so much more. Can they find these final 2? Can they get towards that spike? Smoke goes in and a tap on it. Smoggy, you've got to win these fights. Com, drawn in, considering it, tempted into it. Jorgo's got Smoggy. It's all down to Howdong in a 1v2 with 7 bullets. And right now, EG, they've absolutely crushed EDG